In the sun-drenched village of Alaugo, nestled among the hills of eastern Nigeria, lived a spirited young girl named Wanneka. Her tightly braided hair, adorned with colorful cowrie shells, bounced as she ran barefoot through the red clay paths of the village. Her laughter was as infectious as the rhythm of a talking drum, echoing through the palm groves and the bustling village square. Wanneka was known far and wide for her energy and mischievous antics. She raced after bright agamas, climbed the tallest udara star apple trees, and splashed about in the crystal clear waters of Ota Inkwo, the sacred stream. While her adventures brought laughter to many, they often left chaos in their wake. In the heart of Alaugo, the market buzzed with activity. Vendors called out, selling everything from yams and plantains to hand-woven baskets and beaded jewelry. Wanneka dashed through the narrow lanes, knocking over a tray of dried fish as she chased a flock of guinea fowls. "Wanneka!" shouted Mama Ifeoma, shaking her head. "This child will not let us have peace." At home, Wanneka's hut reflected her wild spirit. The clay floor was strewn with crumbs of roasted yam, and her mother's clay pots lay unwashed. From outside, her mother, Ngozi, called out sharply, "Wanneka, sweep this compound and wash those pots before the flies turn it into their palace." But Wanneka was already tying her ankara wrapper around her waist and grabbing her uta catapult. With a mischievous grin, she muttered, "There's no fun in chores," before darting off to the forest. The morning sun cast golden rays over the forest as Wanneka roamed farther than ever before. She picked wildflowers, their vibrant colors rivaling the village's finest fabrics, and wove them into a crown. She hummed songs she had learned from the old women under the moonlit village square, her laughter mingling with the whispers of the trees. Deeper into the forest, she stumbled upon an ancient ukpaka, African oil bean tree. Its roots twisted like the arms of an old spirit, and a soft golden glow emanated from a hollow in its trunk. Wanneka froze, her usual boldness replaced by awe. "What could this be?" she murmured, leaning closer. Inside the hollow lay a small golden calabash etched with intricate and Nsibidi symbols. Her fingers trembled as she picked it up, revealing a shimmering brass key inside. "This must open something important," Wanneka whispered. With curiosity guiding her steps, she followed the key's faint glow. The key led her to a hidden grove encircled by tall bamboo gates entwined with flowering vines. Above the entrance, Nsibidi symbols spelled out, "Only those with kind hearts and gentle hands may enter the garden of Udu." Excitedly, Wanneka inserted the key into the lock. The gates creaked open, revealing a magical sanctuary. Inside, the air was filled with the scent of blooming hibiscus and frangipani. Birds with feathers like beads sang sweet melodies, and a crystal-clear pond sparkled like diamonds. Wanneka dashed inside, spinning and singing. Her wild energy disrupted the tranquility. Flowers wilted, birds flew away, and the once clear pond turned murky. From the heart of the largest Iroko tree emerged Nkem, the guardian of the garden. Draped in robes that shimmered like sunlight on water, her presence was both commanding and serene. "Wanneka of Ala Ugo," Nkem began, her voice soft but firm. "This garden thrives on harmony. Your energy is a gift, but thoughtlessness disrupts its balance." Wanneka's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't mean to harm it," she whispered. "Wildness is a strength," Nkem said, kneeling beside her, "but it must be tempered with care. Learn this balance, and the garden's beauty will return." Determined to make amends, Wanneka knelt by a drooping flower. Gently she whispered, "I'm sorry," as she brushed its delicate petals. To her amazement, the flower stood tall, its colors glowing brighter than before. With newfound gentleness, Wanneka moved through the garden, humming softly and marveling at its wonders without disturbing them. The birds returned, their songs filling the air, and the pond sparkled once more. When it was time to leave, Nkem placed a hand on her shoulder. Never lose your adventurous spirit, Wanneka, but let it be guided by thoughtfulness. Only then will your energy bring joy, not chaos. Back in Alaugo, the villagers noticed a change in Wanneka. She still climbed trees and splashed in the river, but now she did so with care. She helped the market women pick up their fallen goods and swept her mother's compound without being asked. The elders of the village nodded approvingly. "This child," said Papa Chike, "has learned wisdom beyond her years." From that day, Wanneka became a symbol of balance, wild yet mindful, free yet respectful. Her adventures inspired harmony, the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more magical stories. We'd love to hear your favorite part in the comments below.